excited as per usual to be filming another video. Yay! Clap for me. Alright guys, so today, oh my goodness. Right, so today I will be filming my most requested video from everyone on my Instagram. Everyone wants to know about my birthing story. I got the wildest questions like, what happened? How did you get pregnant? Why didn't you tell us? Where have you been? What this, that. So today we're gonna put an end to everybody's wondering. Is it wondering? I think wondering is the right, you know what? I think wondering is the right words. But you guys know I can't speak English, so don't be judging me, okay? But anyway, so we're gonna put an end to everybody's questions today. So I've got all of you guys' questions as per usual. I am a very nice person. I took everybody's questions. Yeah, it's only because I didn't receive hundreds of questions, so it's quite easy. But anyway, all jokes aside, I got it right this time. I said all jokes aside. Okay, please, if this is your first time on my channel, house rules, okay? Please subscribe to my page. Also share this video, don't forget to comment, and most importantly, do not forget to follow me on Instagram. Alright, okay. Now, all the introductions are done. So I got the wildest of questions and then I've got the nicest, sweetest of questions. This video might be it might be long because my birthing story is very, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's something that is so like personal to me, but I'm happy to share it because we're all women out here and some of us men, okay, you know what, let me stop because this is 2020. This cancelling cultures. Let me just keep my mouth quiet. We're just gonna go straight into it. Okay, so I now find that I'm pregnant. Great. My partner and I know they're twins. Fantastic. The ins and out in betweens of telling family or how telling this, that I'm gonna skip out because those times were a bit stressful and extremely personal, and I don't think everything is for the internet, so that part I've completely cut out and left out. So we're just gonna start from where I'm pregnant with twins, everybody's aware, and I'm fully excited. So now I wasn't sick. I don't think I had any issues. I was going to work and I was going to my appointments regularly. I was getting checked properly. I was drinking properly. I was eating properly. And I was even working out. So I would say I had quite an easy-going pregnancy. I didn't have any vomiting except from the times I took vitamins 3 times. So after that, I stopped taking them because the vitamins were making me sick. I had no pain. The only thing that I noticed after several months is I was extremely swollen. Like my feet were so swollen. I was like 3 sizes up than normal. My fingers were so swollen. My ring wasn't fitting no more. But I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't bother to research. It didn't panic me. It didn't scare me. I didn't bother to tell my doctor. I just thought absolutely nothing of it, right? So now one day, I'm at home chilling and normally the twins kick. And it's always one side kicks, the other side kicks. One side kicks, the other side kicks. So whenever we go for a scan, I know that twin A is on this side and twin B is on this side, okay? And so that's how I can distinguish them. So I know if this side is kicking, it's twin A. If that side is kicking, it's twin B, right? So twin A, from morning, twin A has been kicking. Even when you watch twin A in the scans, twin A is always moving. He's always got something to do, something to say, okay? I don't know where he gets that from. It could be from his mama, but you know what? We're not here to discuss that. But I noticed that twin B didn't kick, but I didn't think nothing of it. I was just thought maybe he's resting, sleeping. And like in the afternoon again, he didn't kick. I didn't think nothing of it. In the evening again, twin B didn't kick. I didn't think nothing of it. And then my partner came home and he was like, how are you today? I'm good. And he's like, oh, have the babies been kicking? I said, yeah. And he's like, oh, let me feel. Because, you know, he loves, like, not that you guys know, but I know he used to love feeling them kick, like he found it so amazing, like he would tickle them, everything like that. And I was like, yeah, you can, but twin B hasn't moved the whole entire day. And he said, you say what, Gladys? You said what? Twin what has not what done what? And I was like, what? And he was like, what do you mean he hasn't moved? I said, yeah, he hasn't kicked the whole day. And he's like, get your jacket on. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, let's go to the hospital. I said, the hospital? Now I'm hyperventilating, like, did I ignore the signs that was going on with that mess? Oh my God, oh, God have mercy. And he's like, chill, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So we go to the hospital now, twos now, huh? We get to the hospital and I go to the, no. So I called, we actually called the hospital before going. And we spoke to someone on the phone. They said, what's going on? I said, oh, one of my kids hasn't been moving. And they said, no, come in straight away. So we went to the hospital and we went straight to like the urgent care center for like pregnant women section. Anyway, so I got there. The first thing they did was my blood pressure. So the nurse checked my blood pressure and she was like, whoa, your blood pressure is sky high. Like your blood pressure is really high, which is not a good sign. So are you okay? Have you got any headaches? Are you feeling dizzy? How's the day been? I'm like, no, I've been great. I've not been feeling dizzy. Am I supposed to be? Like, am I supposed to have a headache? Like, what's going on? She was like, all right, not to worry. Just give me a urine sample. So I went ahead and gave her a urine sample, and they checked the sample of my urine and they found that I had loads of protein, high protein in my urine. So then she was like, right, okay, so you're showing signs of pre-eclampsia. And I was like, who, what, where, what? And she was like, yeah, you're showing signs of pre-eclampsia, which can't be good for your children, not good for you, it's completely unsafe. You're gonna get admitted today. We're gonna get a doctor to see you as soon as possible, and we're gonna put some heart monitors on you. Oh my God. It's all a lot. Like, I'm hearing it's like all a lot. Okay, I don't panic. I'm weirdly calm, and I'm just like, okay, in my head I'm like, okay. I can't have been the first woman. It's okay. Let me just go on Google, find out what pre-eclampsia is, bruv. Now I'm panicking, okay? And now I'm shaking, okay? And now I'm scared, like, oh my gosh, they're gonna take my kids out of me. So the doctors comes and see me now. The doctor's like, yeah, it's definitely true. You've got pre-eclampsia. It's not looking too good. We're gonna put you on some medication to lower your blood pressure and see how it goes. And just drink a lot of water in between that, okay? So they gave me some medication on day 1 to reduce my blood pressure, but mate, and they were checking my blood pressure every observation. I think it was like every 3 hours they were checking my blood pressure. I had like 3 different tablets to take in the morning, afternoon and night. And every time they came to check my blood pressure, I'm telling you, it just kept getting higher and higher. And now everybody's concerned, like, what's wrong with me? Like, have you got a headache? And I'm like, no, I don't have a headache. They're like, are you feeling okay? I'm like, yes, I'm perfectly fine. Like, I'm getting frustrated at everybody and the doctors. I'm getting frustrated at life. It's like, why me? Like, what's going on with me? It's not fair, whatever. Day 2, blood pressure's not easing up. Still loads of protein in my urine. It's not good. It's not looking good. The doctors have come in, they've prepped me. They say, you know what? It's not looking good. We need to find you a space. You need to go in surgery ASAP. It's not good for you. It's not good for your children. It's definitely not good for the smaller twin. I'm like, oh my God, Joe, okay. At this time, I haven't contacted anybody. Like, obviously, I've told my mum and my mum-in-law, but everybody else, I did not want to tell anybody. Like, I didn't want people's pity. I didn't want people to feel sorry for me. I started thinking the worst, like the worst things you can think of. I'm like, the kids are still small. Is it time for them to come out yet? They're gonna die yet? Great, they're gonna come out with disabilities. This, that. I just started thinking the absolute worst, and I really did not have time or energy for people's pity, because one thing I hate is people's pity. I know it's compassion. I know you need your friends. I wouldn't advise to do it alone. I would really advise you have close friends. If you're going through premature birth, please contact somebody. It's not nice. Obviously, I had my husband, thank goodness, but sometimes you need that female, like, camaraderie. Like, girls just get it, okay? They just get it, okay? Not that I'm a sexist or anything, because you know nowadays in 2020, you can't just be saying anything that you want to say. So, anyway, so, okay. So we're day 2 now of me in hospital. I'm hospitalized. The twins are still inside. My blood pressure is still high. Still protein in my urine. I am swollen now, like more swollen than anything. So they now say, you know what? We're gonna inject you with steroids so that it helps, you know, the twins breathe properly, so the twins can grow properly. They just gave me all of these reasons that they're gonna inject me with steroids. The steroids are needed for the kids, so they've injected me with the steroids, and I even forgot to say the steroids were injected in me. I think like day 2. From there, I was swollen, like I was big. And now, like, I'm stressed because I don't want my twins to be delivered early. I don't want premature babies. I didn't, you know, get to do a stupid thing, like stupid things I was thinking of. I didn't get to do a maternity shoot. I was like, this is not fair. Oh, girls and gentlemen, I really had plans to do a proper, look at my belly, like, everything, the stars, the oil, the angel wings, everything, me and Philip in denim, the whole shebang I wanted to do. I didn't get a chance to do that, so I was really upset. Like, why me? I don't drink, I don't smoke, I've never smoked a day in my life. I work out, I'm quite healthy, I'm a good weight. Like, how the hell will someone like me, get pre-eclampsia? But anyways, day 3 now, but in between those day 3, we straight to day 3 because there was no space for me in theatre to do the emergency C-section. But day 3 now, they said to me, and in all of this, I'm just rushing, but I shouldn't rush, I should take my time. Okay, so first of all, let me just go backwards quickly and see the frustrations and things I was going through in hospital. On day 1 of my admittance, so I got admitted in the night, so I'm not going to count the night as that. At first admitted, I stayed in that hospital in the night, from the night that I went in to get Lemieux, between 2 checked, okay? I had heart monitors placed in on that night, everything, he was fine. Now, day 1, the doctors come and see me and they said, yeah, you're gonna have your surgery, please do not eat anything from morning till after your surgery. I'm sitting there, I have not eaten. Nothing. And then they come, I am hungry and I am pregnant, remember that. And then they come and say, you know what, no surgery today, we're gonna give you some blood pressure medication and let's see if that changes the situation, because we wanna keep your babies in for as long as possible. Let's try and push these twins for as many days as possible to stay in. I said, great. So they gave me medication. Day 2, they're like, yeah, you know what, we think we're gonna do surgery because the medication is not working, please don't eat. I don't eat, I'm there fasting. Hungry, starving, not food, nothing. And then I like, from 9 o'clock, no food. And then at like 2 p.m, I'm like, mate, I'm hungry. 3 p.m, the nurse is like, wait. They make me wait till like 5 p.m. Then they're like, yeah, sorry, you can eat now, no surgery. Day 3, they said to me, please don't eat, the surgery is happening. I was like, I'm too hungry. I'm not listening to these people. They keep saying this to me, mate. As I was about to put a sandwich in my mouth, the doctors have walked in and they're like, yeah, we're just here to prep you, to tell you what's going to happen. If you have any questions, we're just going to get all of the people that are going to be in theatres involved. So they had like an anesthetist, whatever, however you pronounce it. They had nurses, they had midwives, they had doctors, all of these people surrounding me. My God, my heart is going. It's happening. It's happening. The twins are coming. And it's not time. Oh no, it's not fair. It's not fair. I don't want my twins to come out early. And then I started thinking stupid things. You know what? I was so ignorant. Instead of just, you know, thanking God and not being so dark in my head, I was like, oh, my kids are going to come out looking all kind of funny. Like, just superficial stupidity. Not even thinking about their health at that point. I was like, they're going to come out funny. They're going to come out with disabilities. They're going to come out, you know, an eye missing, or just all kinds of things. I'm like, oh, so many things maybe have not finished growing. Oh, my goodness. I was really ridiculous. But anyway, oh, I wish I was calmer. I wish I was more relaxed. But you know what, when it's the unknown, I did not know what pre-eclampsia was. I didn't get the option to choose a C-section or giving birth naturally. I didn't get a chance to prepare even a maternity bag. I didn't get a chance to even say bye to my colleagues at work because I was still working. I went, you know, I didn't get a chance to do anything. Everything was just so fast. It was so, like, it was like how do I describe it? It was just so quick, like one roller coaster. It just went, things went just from 0 to 100 real quick, like boom. Everything was so stable, relaxed. I moved out my mum's house. I had the wedding. I was just chilled. I was living with Philip. We were just living, just relaxing. We were just swaying through life, you know, relaxing. And then something just came and went, oh, boom. My God. So, I'll go into surgery now. First thing they do when I'm in surgery is
you are consented for an emergency cesarean section. That's been signed by Miss Lamb this morning. So
they put the epidural up my back. So a big ass needle, mate. Big needle, okay? Freaking painful. That shit was so painful. Can't believe they take that and they inject it into my spine. And I go numb, waist down, can't feel nothing, numb, completely numb. I'm nervous as hell, I'm upset, I'm quiet, I'm not letting on that I'm nervous. I'm smiling at them, they ask me questions, I'm answering, and I'm just like, oh, this is team too much. Like, wow, okay, so they put me down onto the bed, they start cutting me up. Like, I can't feel pain, but I can feel tugging, like they're tugging onto my skin, tugging, boom! One baby come out. Ah, look, I got to see the first baby. It's all crazy, like so fast. And that first baby, like I didn't it was done so quick. My husband missed the picture of the first twin, and they straight away they rushed him off to the side. And I'm looking, I can barely, and I don't know what they're doing over there. There's loads of them. I can hear one of them saying he can't breathe properly. He's not breathing. It's just so much going on. Before I know it, they've taken out the second child. Boom, the second child is out, but he's born in his sack. So my husband had time. He took a picture of him in the sack. Then the sack was popped. I got a picture of the whole baby. As he was brand new twin two. Like twin two was breathing. I got to look at him properly a bit, and they put him in an incubator quickly to keep him warm. So that the incubator was preheated so that he can learn to regulate his body temperature. Now the other twin is not breathing, and I'm just looking. I'm quiet. No one's paying me attention. I'm like, what's going on? Why is my child not breathing? Oh my God. Then eventually the child starts breathing, but before I know it, both the twins have been rushed out. Like, they've gone, both of them. They've been taken into the pediatrics unit. Yeah, I had to say that slowly because I can't speak English. Pediatrics unit for premature children. They've gone there like immediately. The doctors, everyone's looking at them. So they told my husband that, and my husband was like, okay, cool, you're gonna be okay to be left here? I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. Like, what can I do? So he's gone off to see what's happening with the kids. Cool. And I'm left there. Eventually they stitch me up. They do whatever they gotta do to me. I'm still numb. I'm like, what's going on? But I'm still conscious. I understand, but it's a lot. I've just given birth. I haven't been able to hold my kids. I don't know where they're gone. I don't have my phone. You can't have your phone in surgery. My husband's going to see the kids. I'm still in theatre. What the F? Like, this is not how I imagine things. I planned to beat my face with the guards. I planned to do a glamorous everything, okay? Glamorous birth, yummy, mummy, da-da-da. None of that happened for me, okay? I looked a mess, I looked crazy, I was swollen, I was tired, I was upset, I was confused. It was such a horrible time for me, like, honestly. But I didn't let on. I didn't let on anybody. The only person I got to see the raw that is like my husband, but I didn't let that on to my mum because I hate to worry her. Such sweet soul that she loves her kids more than anything. If she sees me break down, it's not fair. Like, that would hurt her. I didn't let on to my mum-in-law as well, because she's so happy. She's about to have grandkids. She loves me as well. Like, me showing them that I'm upset and sad is not good for them. So I always kept like good vibes, energy. If they called me, whatever, I'm laughing, smiling, like, but inside, mate, I am dying. Like, this is not happening to me. Like, I'm gonna lose these kids. I was thinking, this is why my husband's taken so long to come back. He's got bad news. He doesn't know how to face me. Okay, fine. So they roll me out of surgery and they put me like on a side bay, whatever, whilst they find space for me on the ward, right? Because they put me in a different ward now. Because now that I've given birth, I'm no longer in the ward of like the other wards, whatever. I'm there 30 minutes, whatever, I can't do nothing. Then my husband finally shows up and he's like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, what's going on? Like, what's taking so long? He said, oh, you're not going to see the twins. I'm like, whoa, can I? He said, yeah, of course. I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, you can go see them. So they're okay? I said, yeah, they're fine. One's got a bit of breathing problems, so they put a big breathing machine on him, but he'll be fine. And I'm like, what does that mean? A breathing machine? Is like, it's a machine called CPAP. It's gonna help him breathe and everything will be just fine. I said, but how long was he not breathing properly for? Why is he not breathing properly? Are his lungs not developed properly? Because that's what they said to me. One thing that the steroids are for is also to develop their lungs. I was like, it's fine. And he was like, no, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. So he, with the help, no, I don't think he even got help. I can't remember. Somehow he got me in the wheelchair and he wheeled me to go see my twins. Oh my God. And I was just staring.
Wash your hair. What are you doing? You're scared to touch him. I just spend so much time touching him.
Can you hear me? Little dog. You got daddy's hairline sagging. It might grow. Like, wow. It's crazy. The hell did they come out of me? I couldn't believe it. They were so tiny and then they were hooked up to hundreds of machines. It was just like, why are they in machines? This is not what I've seen, you know, on people's stories. People get told they're babies. People's babies are big. Why are mine so small? They're tiny. Oh, why? How come they weigh so little? Oh my God, how are they even gonna survive? Too much. So then they let me hold the kids. It was a whole process, like, but I just had surgery. It was just too much. And then eventually I went back to my ward, and sadly for me, they had no space in like private bays or, you know, your own single room. They had no space. So they put me on the ward with all the mothers that I just had their children. So all night, all the kids are crying. The different mothers are feeding. Like, there's a big sense of joy and pride in the room. That's how I felt anyway. And I was there in the bed by myself. And I was like, psychologically, these people are really trying to tip me over the edge. I can't do it. I can't even handle it. Like in the morning, right? it gets worse. Like for me, in the morning there's like a photographer that comes there to take all the brand new babies pictures. So she goes through each, like all the curtains are drawn, you can see all the mothers holding their babies, everyone's looking at me, and I've got no cot next to me, nothing. So obviously there's something wrong, and they know I've given birth, I wouldn't be on this ward. But obviously they're looking at me and I'm getting those pity smiles, but they know that there's something wrong with my kids because I am there alone. Oh, bloody hell. It's freaking messed up. So now the photographer comes in to everybody, congratulations, children, takes pictures, shows them the packages, she's gone around, and she comes to me, she's like, hey, where's your babies? The nurse got your baby, how's it going? And she realized there's no cot there. Then she looked at me and I'm like, I thought to say, well, my baby's gone for a walk or for a run. But I didn't want to be sarcastic because it was really awkward between me and her already, because she's looking at me and I'm not laughing with her. I'm not returning her energy because obviously all the mothers are newborns. All the energy is high up in their room. Their babies have been crying in the night. Like, you know, it's been a great time for the others. And I was just like, no, my kids are not, I was just like, no. My kids are in incubators downstairs. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, everything will be okay? I said, yeah, everything will be okay. So now I was there for like 2 days, and eventually I said, I'm gonna crack, okay? And I had met a nice nurse and I told her, listen, this is too much. I don't get to sleep with my kids in the night. My kids are inside the incubators. I don't get a chance to be around them. It's not fair, and all the mothers are holding their kids. I'm here, it's messing with my mind, literally. That's what I said. I started screaming. And then she was like, no, it's fine. I'm gonna get you moved. So she eventually push, she got me my own room, thank goodness. So now in my own room, I started feeling a bit normal, okay? But throughout this, I even forgot to tell you guys, the first time I tried to stand, the day after the C-section, the second day, the third day, it was horrific. I wouldn't wish it on my own enemy. Ripping, tearing pains. You can't walk, you can't bend, you can't lift, you can't do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Those first 3 days, whoa, it was horrible. I can't even begin to describe how painful that rubbish was. Oh, the pain. Like, I had to be washed. My mother-in-law washed me. My mom washed me. The blood. It was messy. Couldn't even brush I couldn't lift. I couldn't brush my hair. I couldn't do nothing. It was painful to even get dressed. It was horrible. To walk was impossible. I was in a wheelchair. I don't know if it's because I had twins. I was like, people's C-sections couldn't have been this bad. I know people that have had several. I don't know if they ripped my stomach big to get both twins out. It was so bad. That C-section was horrible. At least 3 days of suffering. I can't even, and then after that I started getting used to the pain. It was healing slowly, but it took time. Then they had to remove the stitches. It was just horrible. I hated every process. So I was in hospital for 2 weeks, and in those 2 weeks they were still giving me blood pressure medication, they were giving me anticoagulations, they were giving me painkillers because the C-section, my God, was mad. So they was doing that. I was drinking a lot. I had a catheter in. Oh my goodness, I even forgot. Just listen, it was too much. The catheter was horrific. I hated it. Oh my gosh, I had to have the catheter in before going into surgery, and they kept that catheter in. They took that catheter out like after a week, yeah. So I had a urine bag I was walking around with, so everybody can see my urine in a bag. Oh my gosh, and the urine used to be loads because I was drinking loads, and I was just all team too much, yeah. And to get the catheter removed, the nurse came in, she pulled it out, and the first pee, oh, I thought my clitoris was gonna fly off, mate. Absolutely horrific. It was just a whole horrendous nightmare. After 2 weeks, I was safe to be discharged. My blood pressure was back to normal. I no longer had pain like that. I still had pain, but it was bearable pain. I was not unbearable pain like in the C-section scarring area. It's starting to heal. So after 2 weeks I was discharged home, but sadly the twins were not, they were not ready to be discharged. So I came home, my husband brought me back home, we came home just the two of us. How horrible. We had the cots ready, buggies were built, the high chairs were built, the Moses baskets were built, everything. Two, and the twins, it's just extra, and it just looks extra because there's 2 Moses baskets, there's 2 cots, there's 2 high chairs, you know, there's 2 this, 2 that, 2, everything is in a double. So it's like something you can't miss, and the house just felt empty. And imagine, when I left the house, they were never there, but I've been seeing them every day, I've been changing their nappies, I've been feeding them, and then I was home without them. But I was at the hospital every day. As soon as I opened my eyes, let's say it was 7 o'clock, 5 a.m, 3 a.m, doesn't matter, I had access. My husband was so supportive. Like, I can't thank God enough for him. So supportive. If I was up in the middle of the night upset, he would drive me straight to the hospital. Even though it was only 10 minutes away, he still had work. I would go there from morning to morning, and I would stay there, look after the twins and so on. There was no sleeping space for the parents, so I'll be watching them, looking at them until I got tired. Then my husband literally forced me to come home, but luckily my mum came to see me every single day. So did my husband. My mother-in-law came too whenever she could. It was just great. But my kids are still in hospital, and then like 2 weeks later, this is 14 days of madness. Like, I can't even begin to describe it. Every time that I went outside, one time I was so pissed at God. I was really pissed. The twins had already been cut out of me. I went to visit them, and I decided, you know, I want to get some fruits or something for me to eat at lunchtime from Tesco. So I walked out the hospital. As I walk out, I see a woman heavily pregnant. Heavy. And she was on the phone. She's like, oh my gosh, this baby, we're inducing him. Like, I can't believe it's 40 weeks and it still won't come out. And she's smoking. And I'm like, God, I've never smoked in my life. I've never drank in my life. Why me? Look at others. They can hold their children full time. Why is it fair? And then, like, on my way back, I saw a mum, and she had twins with her, and they were big boys, like 5, 6, and she was paying for parking. And I was like, oh, you got twins? I became mad. I started talking to strangers. I said, oh, you got twins? She said, yeah. Funny enough, they were actually born here. And I was like, oh wow, my twins are born here. They're in incubators. She's like, yeah, mine were too. And I was like, wow, how premature were they? She was like, oh, they were 29 weeks. I was like, whoa. Like, mine are not that early. Like, wow. Okay. And I looked at them. They were big. And I was like, wow, okay, there's hope. Like, from there, my energy, my mood changed. It was like, look at her. She just made me feel good. She was like, you'll be okay. I know it's hard, but everything will be okay. You're going to forget about this time. And I was just like, okay, she's good. She's cool. Like, she has been through it. So time went on. 2 weeks later, and they were like, right, okay, now it's time for you to move into the hospital. We have rooms like where you can move, and then we'll see how you deal with the twins. What the actual F? I had no idea. So they put me in a room, me and the twins. The twins woke up, just me and them, right? Every 2 hours for a feed. It was mad. I didn't get a sleep. By the morning, my eyes were red. My heart was pumping. I was super tired. But eventually, I got used to it, and then we got discharged of home. And we came home. Lucky enough for us, thank God, thank goodness, guys, they had nothing wrong with them. No health issues, no impairments, no disabilities. God is good. When I look back and think why it happened, is because I think maybe God was helping me, prepare me, because if I had come home with those twins straight away, I wouldn't have a clue what to do with them. The hospital taught me about, like, I know simple things. They told me how often to feed them, to breast pump. They showed me. I know these things mothers learn later, but with twins, I think it will be really difficult to learn. To breast pump how to breast pump, changing premature babies, cleaning them. They showed me so many things, how to set up a routine, how to burp them, how to hold them, how to feed both of them, how to hold both of them. The hospital taught me so much, and it gave everybody a chance to learn. My mum learned so much about twins, even though she has 7 kids. She's truly qualified for anything, but nobody had, my mum's, she didn't have twins or learn how to take care of them. So in hindsight, even though it was horrific going through it, and I didn't share with many people, and I was just going through stuff alone. Like, there were times I would come home and I would have a full-on meltdown. You know, the cries from your soul, like where you can't even, you scream, it comes from the bottom pit, and you would cry bitterly and deeply. Like, I had those breakdowns. They were horrible, where you lose your voice, you can't even scream, you're holding, or you just, it was horrific. But here we are, 2 years later. They're fit and well, they're running, they're walking. Some words, some of them are saying, one of them saying a few words, and now we just need to potty train. So yeah, that is my birthing story, guys. Only thing I can say is, sometimes pregnancy can be scary, but most of the time pregnancy is easy, so I've heard. No, actually no. Every pregnancy is completely different, and every time a mother goes to give birth, she's risking her life. And so, no, I can't say it's easy. It's just the only thing I can say, every pregnancy is different. Really enjoy and embrace the moments. Mine went too quickly. I was so busy stressing, I didn't even get time to enjoy it. Before I knew it, they were here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this story, and I will post a Q&A about everything else that people have asked. So weekly I will release a part 1, part 2 and part 3, because I had loads of questions. The questions may seem repetitive, or they may seem, most of the questions would have been answered in this story that I just gave. However, I just felt it was really nice for me to be able to take my time out, like you guys took the time out of your day to type me up a question to answer you back. So before you go off of anything on this page, I need you to subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye bye.
You right there, darling?